It's the Belgian Grand Prix at the popular Spa-Francorchamps circuit, and it plays host to round 13 of the 1998 FF1M season. The championship itself has been hotly contested by the two Schumacher brothers. Ralph, driving for Guy Racing, currently leads with 86 points, 3 points ahead of Michael, driving for the Belgium team. However, Ralph had a difficult qualifying session, down in 11th place, even behind his own teammate Jean Alesi. Michael had a better run, up in 3rd, but it was FJR's Alan McNish who took his second pole position of the season, ahead of Mika Hakkinen. Joining Michael on the second row is Rubens Barrichello, and Jos Verstappen takes 5th ahead of Eddie Irvine, Jacques Villeneuve and J Racing's Alexander Wurz. So the 5 lights have gone out, and very hard to see from this camera angle, but it looks as if McNish has had a good start, but not as good as Michael Schumacher, who takes the lead going into La Source. McNish slots into 2nd. Verstappen has had a good start, he's moved up into 3rd position, ahead of Mika Hakkinen, and everyone seems to have got through safely. McNish challenging for the lead, but Verstappen has taken the pair of them going into Le Combe. Brilliant move from the Dutchman to take 2 cars in one straight. He leads. Ralf Schumacher's had a good start, he's up to 8th position from 11th on the grid, make that 7th position now as he takes the Mason Motorsports of Juan Pablo Montoya. Now then, coming into lap 2, Michael Schumacher challenging Alan McNish into La Source and taking it very cleanly, but McNish takes the position straight back at Le Combe. FJR have got a low downforce setup and there's contact between Alesi and the Willow Images of Damon Hill. Alesi has gotten away with no damage, but Hill has got no rear wheel. He is out. Alesi rejoins. Coming into Rivage, and Michael Schumacher immediately takes 2nd back off of McNish. This has been a hotly contested race from the start, but Verstappen has got a bit of a lead. McNish now under pressure from Mika Hakkinen going into the bus stop chicane, and that's 3rd place for the other Dodgem. McNish running a bit wide, now he's under pressure from the Pedersen of Rubens Barrichello going into La Source. That's 4th position for Rubens. McNish struggling at this stage. Off the track has gone the Aquino Plus of Giancarlo Fisichella under pressure from the J Racing. He misses the apex, smashes into the wall and has created absolute mayhem behind. McNish retakes Barrichello for 4th position coming up the straight into Le Combe. And Johnny Herbert has taken 12th position. Marc Genet out. That will have been from the carnage of the bus stop chicane caused by Giancarlo Fisichella. Barrichello retakes 4th position from McNish. And now McNish is about to lose 5th place to Eddie Irvine. 2 Brits, 1 Northern Irishman trying to take a position from a Scotsman going into the bus stop. That's 5th place. An easy pass for position by Eddie Irvine, and another position lost to McNish. That is Ralf Schumacher getting past, but McNish is not giving up. The straight line speed of the FJR is very impressive at Spa, but whatever setup McNish has got, it's certainly not favouring him through the twisty middle section. Officially, McNish loses 6th position to Ralf Schumacher. And out of the race goes Alexander Wurz for the J Racing. Meanwhile, the two Pedersens are having a bit of a battle. Pit stops are underway now, and Michael Schumacher and Eddie Irvine have both made 1 stop so far. Alesi, fighting his way back up the order, takes Bruno Junqueira for 14th position. Mika Hakkinen under pressure from Montoya. Hakkinen's made 2 stops, and that doesn't seem to have been working so far for the Flying Finn. He's just lost 8th position to Montoya. Half distance, McNish has a big spin at the Fagnes chicane, out of 4th position. He's done well to get back up there, and Eddie Irvine having a crash at the same corner as well. And McNish trying to rejoin, but he looks as if he's out of the race, as is Irvine. Verstappen has driven an absolutely incredible race so far, 4 laps to go. Bruno Junqueira's hit the wall, and Verstappen has just ploughed into him. Well, as a backmarker, that was pretty poor, and now Michael Schumacher takes the lead, and Verstappen has gone airborne. And what happened there? I think Schumacher was hit by the errant wheel of Bruno Junqueira, had a spin, and then collected Verstappen in the process. I think Verstappen was losing the lead anyway because he had no front wing. But what a dramatic incident with only 4 laps to go. Meanwhile, Mika Hakkinen has just taken 3rd position away from Rubens Barrichello, and incredibly, Michael Schumacher is going to inherit the win from Verstappen, who was caught out by Junqueira smashing into the wall at the bus stop and lost a certain victory, which has now gone to Michael Schumacher for the Belgium team. Some would say quite lucky to escape without any damage, but you have to make your luck sometimes, and Michael Schumacher did just that. Retakes the championship lead from Ralf Schumacher, now by a single point. Ralf Schumacher took second position in the end, a good drive from 11th on the grid. Hakkinen third from Rubens Barrichello, and completing the top 8, Johnny Herbert, Juan Pablo Montoya, Jacques Villeneuve, and taking 8th position for Equino Plus, Mika Salo.